we have our quarter plates, which go about to the right. Why I'm showing you this is that one day if you're called to go and eat dinner with the king of England, you'll know what to do. But just to let you know, many of you may have opportunities to go and dine with other people who are using everything. And if you don't know, then you feel kind of uncomfortable. You don't know what to do. No. So, dinner plate and a quarter plate goes right above. This is your soup bowl or a salad plate for some cultures. And then this is a cereal bowl. I use it for dessert also sometimes. I use it for cereal breakfast stuff. This tiny cup is an espresso cup. So those very black, dark coffee, when people ask for dark, black coffee, espresso, you serve it in these small ones. The point is, it is so bitter that you drink only a little bit for digestion. That's why. So if someone gives it, don't go and ask them espresso and then say, I haven't kita ka ulit. Don't say that. This is exactly what happened. I was on my first flight to Rome in Italy, and the whole crew, we went to have pizza. And then after we had the pizza, the person said, would you like to have coffee? And then, so I said, I'll have cafe latte, which means coffee with milk. And then the other person, there was one Chinese boy called William who was in our group. He said, I will have espresso. And the guy said, single or double? And he goes, double. So I looked at him, are you sure, William? And he said, yes. And he took it. Double means slightly bigger than this cup. And he had double the shot. And he took one sip and he said, oh my God, this is so bitter. And I said, but you said you wanted espresso. That's how they have espresso. So understanding and knowing what it is also matters. In today's world, you don't know something, you can actually Google. Google has become your best friend to search. You can find out things. But at the same time, knowing it and understanding it, reading it and seeing it and understanding it is different. I didn't bring the teapot because it was just cumbersome. But usually, if you are sharing, a teapot will come with it and then you serve them. This tiny cup is used only during breakfast for juice. And then this knife, this little spoon knife thingy, edge here, and kind of flattened, so, is a butter knife. So this butter knife usually comes with a butter dish, or sometimes in some places they will put a knife like this on your quarter plate if it's a breakfast. This is a dinner knife, and this is your dinner spoon, and this is your dinner fork. They are the largest spoon and forks that you can use. Let me not show breakfast now. And your water glass always goes to the top right. So when you're setting a table, you have your dinner plate, your quarter plate, your water glass, and your soup. I will tell you how you have soup as well. Then you have your big ones. Sometimes you will find more. You will find sometimes a smaller fork on the outside. That's a salad fork. Now if you see a fork that has a little cut on the top, that fork is used only for fish. So that's if I bring everything to you guys are going to go, okay, yeah, you're never probably going to use it, but what's the harm in knowing? Because what if you come across? And it's exciting to know, isn't it? So this tiny little thing is a small teaspoon that is used for the smaller cups. For those who want just a dash of chini. This one is often used like to eat starters. Small one. There's another one, sometimes this one can be used as a dessert fork as well. So yeah, she forgot to send me this teaspoon. Okay. So a teaspoon comes with a tea, your cup, tea and cup and sauce as well. But you also have it as a dessert. So the dessert fork and the dessert spoon goes on top. All the forks on the left hand, the spoon and the knife on the right side. The knife, when you're setting the table, it should not face out like this, it should face inside. This is what you must remember. Now, the fork, this is called tines, T-I-N-E-S. The tines of the fork faces up, and you keep it like this. Now, let's say you got invited to the President of America's dinner or something, and then they have a whole course set up there, and you don't know what to eat, how to start. Rule of thumb, observe someone else. That's it. Observe what they are serving and what is someone else picking. If you don't know, just act like very normally, and then they'll say, start, maybe. And you've had it. So, Now I will tell you why. Even if the guy doesn't know anything, it'll be okay. If you're in a restaurant, the maitre d' or the head waiter will come and set your table and clear away the thing. After they have taken your menu orders and all, in a fine restaurant, they will remove the things that you will not need. So don't worry about it. Other times, if they've kept everything, start from the outside. The outside, then it goes in. So the one that you're going to use last is always inside, and then, so they'll just come out and clear. Now, let's go back. Table has been set, we've come. Sit down. How do we, can I have a chair? So you need to get up in the middle of food. This napkin is not put on the table like that. You put it on your seat. That means you're coming back. So the seat will be there. The napkin will be there. Chances are when you go out and come back, the maitre d' has taken it and folded it and kept it nicely here. Or by some miracle, someone has put it here. Understand that it is the maitre d'. Your job is just to put it here. These are silent communications. Again. So you're putting it here. Take it. And then now let's see. We're sitting down and eating. And then suddenly, I want to do hachi. So you don't take this up and you go hachi. See, when you sit on a table and you lift this up and you do it, you're bringing attention to you by sitting there. People are going to say, oh, what happened? Napkin is going up. That's what happens, isn't it? So the ideal thing is to turn away and then do something like that. Why we're sharing these things with you is precisely them. I don't know if many of you would get an opportunity to do that, but this is important. And then, so when you finish eating, just leave it on the left side of the table and you're done. Because we use another, if you are hosting a sit-down meal and people have done this, left it like that, you go up to that person and if everybody else is eating, don't touch that plate yet. Because people are still eating. If you clear this table away, your silent communication to the rest of the people who are eating is that, hurry up, some people have finished. That's what you're saying silently. So you leave it. Only when it looks like the person looks like he or she wants to clear it, very quietly, you scoop it away from you. You don't come down and eat like this. You bring it up and then you tip it up like this. You do this and then you pour it over your mouth. That's how it is. We make sounds. Yeah? So make sure that the sound is less. Reduce the sound because we want to hear each other. So make sure that the sound is less. And then you have it. Don't go, I am castle.